The site of the arcade is shown as the movie starts, where different video games were used to be played. There were also two persons who were closest friends named Vanellope and Ralph. Vanellope was a little girl. They used to play with each other too much. There was much to play in their arcade. Ralph was very satisfied with his life, while Vanellope needed the novelty in his life as being a young child. She started to see everything tedious here. It means that she wanted to act as such, which may be so adventurous. There were also other people residing with them, and they belonged to the different species. All had a unique look. There is created a newness in arcade today. Wi-Fi is connected there, but they had no knowledge of what Wi-Fi is and how to know its password. Then a blue-colored creature tells them that they can Google anything if they have the password of Wi-Fi. They can play every type of video game, do online shopping, watch videos, and order food. Vanellope feels excitement at first after hearing it because she wanted the same. They begin to move to the place where the connection of Wi-Fi was available, but the security guard of that place says to them, blocking that place, that they cannot come here. Then all get angry, and they begin to leave that place. Vanellope says to Ralph when she does not able to go inside, "You know how much I like to play video games. Look here, they're not allowing me to enter. I want a new game right now." Then Ralph says to her, "Okay, I'll do something." In fact, these all persons are the characters in arcade video games. There is a game in the arcade named Sugar Rush which is played with great interest by the kids. Ralph says to her, "You always become the character of this game, and this time I will bring a change in this game that you yourself will enjoy it." He begins to make one more way for her where Vanellope's car could move. Now, two girls' characters appear to play this game, Sugar Rush. Vanellope is seated in the car, and the girl begins to drive the car, handling its steering wheel. Vanellope had become irritated by all these things. Then she immediately glimpses that secret road which had been made for her by Ralph. Now she herself drives the car in that direction. Now she is driving her car herself, and she is enjoying too much of doing so. She is driving her car freely. Then the player girl of the video game is unable to control her car, so the steering wheel is damaged by her. In this way, Vanellope's car becomes unbalanced, but she was enjoying as such. On the other side, those girls tell the owner of the arcade that the steering wheel of the car has broken by them. When the owner tries to set the steering wheel coming there, then it is more broken into two parts. Now it could not repair in any way. That owner tells that Sugar Rush Company has closed now, which had made this game. Now this steering wheel will not be got from anywhere. Then that little girl shows him a steering wheel on the internet, but it is very costly, which could not be afforded by that owner. So he says dejectedly, "We will have to ban this game now." All the game's characters also hear the whole conversation. They feel awkward, thinking that they will be locked into the video game. They will not have any home. Now they begin to plan what should be done now. Now those all characters start to think what should be done. Their plan is ended before any decision or mischief. But Vanellope and Ralph do not lose heart. Ralph tells Vanellope, going there, that girl who had come to play the game had shown a steering wheel to the owner. It is available on the internet. They will have to take it at any cost going there. Now they stealthily move to the prohibited place where the entry of anyone could not be made possible. Now they directly enter the Wi-Fi router through its cable so that they may get that steering wheel through the internet. Now they both are in the internet where they notice that same owner's little clone. It moves away after locking into a capsule, which has laser light. They both begin to chase it. Following him, they eventually reach in that world of the internet. Now they visit a shop and ask, where is that shop where this steering wheel is available? They immediately move to that location, knowing the address, which was actually a website. The steering wheel is being bidden there. That person will own the steering wheel who will pay more money. There is also another man, and they start to bid, while Vanellope and Ralph had no knowledge as what is it, nor they had money to pay. So they also continue to bid in order to get the steering wheel, and they get the steering wheel on the high bidding. They both were very excited, but they had no awareness that the steering wheel will not be given to them until they pay for it. So the owner of the steering wheel says to them that he can offer them one more day to arrange their payment. Ralph comes furious coming outside, and he starts to punch in the air, saying from where he will arrange this heavy amount. Anyone else will get this steering wheel if he did not take it, and it will be very difficult for them to come out of Sugar Rush if another person availed it. They will be bound there, and no one will be able to play them. Then he meets a tall green-colored man there who tells him, "I have my website. I can offer you a work through which you can earn money, and you can also take what you want." He tells them a name of a location where they had to come back after stealing a car. He says to them, "Your task will be done if you bring this car, and I will pay you." In fact, that man was a wrong one. He was a deceiver. Now they reach that location where they had to steal a car. They are escaping from there, sitting in the car. More cars surround them. There is a girl seated in a car among those cars. She asks them getting off the car, "Why were you leaving from here after stealing the car?" So Ralph explains to her the whole fact, and this girl also understands that their purpose was not to steal the car. She instructs them, "You might take the guidance if you needed money. There are also many other ways on the internet to earn the money." She tells them, "You will have to make a funny video." There is a video sharing site named BuzzTube, through which you can also earn the fame after uploading the video there. You will get comments, compliments, likes, and followers. After this, you may earn a lot of money. Now they upload their funny video on BuzzTube, making it. The viewers begin to like them in no time, and they start to get popularity. Vanellope likes it very much, and she says to Ralph that they will advance this task together. Now they meet the owner of BuzzTube, who is a female. She says to them that if you will advertise it, then you may become very renowned in the same way as you're getting fame in a short time among the people. You may earn enough money soon, which is needed by you. Now, Vanellope and Ralph consent. Now Vanellope moves everywhere to advertise the videos of Ralph. She says to them, "Follow us." Some people arrive at a place where Vanellope is advertising, and they ask her, "Have you permission to advertise at this place?" Coming here? Being afraid, Vanellope runs from there, thinking, as they may not be caught in trouble again. Then she reaches a dressing room of the Disney princess while running. They're all the princesses, and they befriend Vanellope soon, which might have never been expected by Vanellope. On the other side, the owner of the site, BuzzTube, is facing a problem because Ralph's videos are not being posted on her site. Then a worker of that site appears and reminds Ralph there are left only 30 minutes. Otherwise, their payment will not be accepted after this, and the steering wheel will also be given to anyone else. Now Ralph is also worried, and he checks his video's comment section, and he notices some people have also commented negative. Ralph is upset after reading. Then the owner of BuzzTube appears from the backside, and she says to him, "Don't be worried. You have earned a lot of money because people like you, your earning is more than 30, and you can do it what you like." Ralph is very excited, and he immediately tells Vanellope, "Hi," but she was not wanting to appear on this website. She has liked that girl too much whose idea had been given to these people by her. And she says that she wants to stay in Slaughter Race because she likes its games too much. She was keenly interested in driving cars. Vanellope does not pick up Ralph's call. Then the same green man comes to him. He asks him, "What happened? Why are you looking worried?" Then Ralph tells him, "I am going to purchase that steering wheel which I wanted, but Vanellope is not attending my call." He again calls her, then Vanellope's cell phone drops in the car because of being vibrated. and Ralph's voice is muted, about which she was unaware. He continues to speak, but Vanellope does not focus on it. She is talking with the same girl who used to play in the slaughter race. Vanellope tells her that I don't want to return back to Sugar Rush. She declares to her that I want to be in slaughter race, but I cannot express it to Ralph because he will be hurt. Ralph hears the whole conversation and he says to the same green man, I have an idea. Vanellope likes the slaughter race game. I will put the virus there so she may come back to Sugar Rush, leaving it. Then they move to the dark web and meet its big vendor. They ask her, provide us that computer virus which may leave slaughter race spoiled. It is pink virus like the thunder. The big virus says to them, remember, you will put this computer virus in that game with security, otherwise the issue may be aroused. It will attack on its weak point if it enters there, and it will make the game tedious. After this, you will be able to do what you want. Now the car race has started in Slaughter Race, Vanellope, and that girl are driving the car. But that virus is also put into that game, which creates a fault everywhere, and the system was going to reboot due to this malfunctioning. Then Ralph is worried, thinking if the system reboots. So all characters of the game are removed, so he could not let Vanellope be lost. So he immediately enters the game to rescue her. Then he hears that the black-dressed girl is asking to leave the game out before it, sacrificing her life. Then Vanellope's car faces an accident tragically. She is knocked down. Ralph brings her outside, lifting her up from the game. Ralph tells her as she restores her senses that it was he who had put this computer virus. Being aggressive, Vanellope throws that heart locket which had been given to her by him, and she says to him, never talk to me again. When Ralph bends himself to save that locket, there is also the virus at the below side which also scans Ralph. It makes his many replicas which spread through the whole game. Their purpose was the same as they need Vanellope, so they all chase her. And Vanellope gets worried, thinking where should she run? Vanellope reaches a library while rescuing herself. Then real Ralph also comes there after her. Then a man wearing glasses there tells them that if all these replicas move to the antivirus, then this virus may be removed. And you may return with security. Now Ralph, the owner of BuzzTube, and Vanellope travel to antivirus software by a car. All clones are after them, because they had the same fact in their heart that they have to take Vanellope with them. But the car of 3 of them faces an accident on the way. Luckily, they get no harm. When those clones are crashed with one another from the backside, then they are tuned into a giant monster being united. It is looking horrible. Now, Rappel is worried. He hits all viruses to all duplicates, catching it. So, this giant monster may be ended. How could that virus end them, through which these clones came into being? So they have to do something. Before doing something special, that giant monster catches Vanellope. There's a flying vehicle there. Ralph is also seated on its back seat, and he begins to fly with the vehicle, catching with his hand. But that monster also catches Ralph here. Then Vanellope begins to shout, "Leave my friend." The monster ignores her, then Vanellope hits upon a plan. Then she says to the monster politely, "Okay, I will stay with all of you. I will play with all of you as you want, that I may live with all of you." Hearing it, the monster gets excited while nodding. Being upset, Ralph says to all duplicates that if you want to befriend Vanellope and you are good-hearted, then it will be the happiest thing for you, that the place will be excellent for Vanellope where she lives comfortably. The real love is this, and I will also wish for this, as Vanellope may live at a place where she is happy. Hearing it, all clones develop the same feelings in them like Ralph, so they begin to disappear themselves. As Ralph was in their hands, then Ralph starts to fall down after their disappearance. Then all Disney princesses appear there. Mermaid makes a slide with water and ice, through which Ralph comes down with safety. Now the owner of Slaughter Race comes. who was a very good friend of Vanellope, and she suggests her that she may come as a character in this race game. Vanellope moves there happily, and Ralph also returns to the game Sugar Rush. He had also got that steering wheel, but he observes after going there that his characters have already shifted to other games, and they are excited. Ralph does not mind it because he had understood the character may let at that place where he is happy. No one can be pleased putting restriction on him, nor he may attain his objectives. At the same time, he communicates with Vanellope through a video call, and she tells him, "I will continue to come to meet to you and do what you like. The real satisfaction exists in it." And the movie completes on this scene. Thanks for watching.